Whoa! It's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I've been thinking it's time to get Magic Mental Mondays motivational kickstart for the week going again. It's been a while, and this used to be a pretty regular little segment I did. So, to try to be more consistent with my YouTubing, I'm making this on Sunday night to put it up at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. So here it is, Magic Mental Monday. Knock it out of the ballpark on a Monday, because Monday's the day that counts. Monday's not the day to dread, right? So here we are on a Monday, man. The energy is intense. It's intense in a really good way, or it could be intense in a really bad way. The choice is yours. And whichever way you choose doesn't negate the other way. That energy still exists, right? So if you're going to choose the really positive energy way, which is the preferred way to go on a Magic Mental Monday as you're swinging for the fences, as you're doing everything you can to fulfill your life's destiny, right? So you got the positive energy. You're super fired up about it. But that isn't in denial. There's a real dark energy on Spaceship Earth. There's a lot of people caught in mass mental psychosis. There's violence. There's chaos. There's this. There's people that just want to be stuck in the circle jerk of negative energy. So knowing that means that's how valuable your positive energy is, right? And your positive energy is not to gloat or look down upon those or think less of those who are in the negative energy loop. It's actually the motivating force to be more positive as you go out in the week, right? So as a positive mental force, knowing that there is the potential to be in the negative mental force, because that is always a reality. And many people stuck in the negative reality have forgotten that this other reality exists called the positive reality. And as these two conflicting energies or symbiotic energies exist, and we get to be in the energy that we hopefully have chosen, which is the positive Magic Mental Monday energy, I think our job right now is to really hold loving space for those who don't have this positive energy going, because it's got to be a rough ride over there. Because as a person who knows what that negative dark energy is, because I can fall into that trap pretty easily. It's not hard. I can stub my toe. I can get stung by a bee. I can just look at the planet the wrong way. The sun zooming in, meltdown expected, the whole thing. Or I can truly harness that dark energy to be the motivating factor for the positive energy, right? And so because I'm doing that, how I maintain that positive energy is truly being of service, right? That's I think our primary mission here on Spaceship Earth is to be of service to our fellow human beings, to lift them, right? They say that where the darkness cannot exist in the light. So we get to be the light. So we get to be of service to our fellow human beings who are suffering. And one of the things we have to be very cognizant about is not stuffing their face in it, right? Not being too happy, not gloating. There's nothing that really disrupts super positive energy except making a super negative person focus on your super positive energy and try to steal it. We got to run a little bit undercover right now. And it's not to say that we're supposed to run around with a frown or put on like glum shirts or whatever. No, it's the thing of holding that positive energy in our personal space and not blasting people with too much sunlight right now. You want to be illuminated, you want to be positive, you want to be carrying out your dream. But you also want to understand that most of these people that are stuck in this dark negative energy space, they really are like snowblind, spiritually speaking. So if you're too bright, you might get a negative reaction. And I know that seems a little bit like weird on a certain level, but it's not really. And so that's how we take our positive energy to be of service to these people stuck in the low frequency energy loop, right? Because a rising tide lifts all boats. So we can only, as a world culture, as a realm of human beings, we can only get as elevated as sort of our darkest being, right? That's what the whole thing about forgiveness is all about. That's what but therefore wretch like me, right? We have to offer the forgiveness that we've been given. It's not their fault, man. They're stuck in this negative feedback loop. They're stuck like a car stuck in the mud. And so our job is again not to gloat or point and laugh or just be like, oh, poor them, or get mad at them. Our job is to really just hold that space and try to radiate this positive energy out and be assured of it. Be assured that you are the rising tide, right? That you are the light that is illuminating the darkness all around us, because it's a pretty dark time right now on this in this realm. But at the same time, it's probably the brightest time I've ever experienced. People who are in the light understand and cherish it more than any time I've ever known. We know how graced and blessed we are. And this time of being in the light, we're way past trinket chasing or like going on vacations or being like, oh my God, I want this or I want that. Like the light and the grace we get is just not being stuck in the negative feedback loop, right? Like think about just that gift that you have, that you're not stuck in the negative feedback loop. Even though we have our bad moments and we get into the negative, we're not in the self-perpetuating negative loop of masks and shots and the sun zooming in, meltdown expected, right? We're actually here in discernment, in grace and glory, in God's light, shining outward. And with that, we can do anything. With that, our potential is infinite. And so as we go into this Monday, as this week, right, we start this Monday here, and you can see we have no idea what will happen between now and next Monday, right? 7-day challenge. And I suggest that we just keep it one day at a time. We just keep it today. Our goal today on this Monday is just to stay illuminated, positive in God's grace and glory, and move through this day from now till we put our head on the pillow, and we do our very best to elevate everybody around us with a casual smile, with a helping hand, with a nod, with a wink, with a positive mental attitude. There's no need to tell anybody what to do or try to inform anybody. In fact, I would say that that's only going to cause their negative feedback loop to think. We have to lead by example. We have to walk with a straight back, with eyes bright, with just how we carry ourselves, just the positivity of walking from A to B without any fear right now. That is the revolutionary act. And who would have ever thought that these simple things would become such daring, bold movements in this time of darkness? But that's truly what we have. So our goal today is to make it to our pillows tonight without falling victim to the negative feedback loop. So, the basic thing you can do is if you feel yourself slipping into that, or you're caught into it for a second, just ask yourself one simple thing. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you tired? If you're any one of these or all of these, pause when agitated. Take a moment for yourself. Whatever you do, if you feel the slightest bit of the negative feedback loop getting to you, just pause for a minute. Just realize that you're perfect, that you are grace, you are glory, you are in the light. You're not crazy. Just because you see the darkness doesn't mean you are the darkness. The fact that you see the darkness is the proof that you are the light. I know that seems counterintuitive, but when you truly understand, it's because you see the pain and the suffering that you truly understand how graced and beautiful this light is. So as we move into this Monday, let's keep a super positive mental attitude going, and let's take care of each other, and let's lift everybody's spirits, and let's just make the very best of this week, this day, this time, this moment, and let's carry it through. If you like this channel and you want to support it, there's links down below. Get a friend, smash the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff. This is a self-funding reality, so it's a value for value. If you found any value in this 11 and a half minutes, just carry on and be the bright light. That's what we're doing here. All right, this is The Illusion signing off. Have a beautiful Monday and carry it through the week.